Okay, our beloveds, another has asked us for a clarification on some information that we offered her last night. Now, there is naturally information that we offer her that we do not offer the collective because she is trustworthy, meaning we give her knowledge and she does not use that ever for her own personal gain or karmic intentions that will potentially harm or damage others in any way. Her intention is to use what we give for the benefit of humanity. So here is what we are willing to share with humanity today about where you all find yourselves. As we had expressed, the Mayan calendar has officially ended. The portal, which was created, which was opened on 12/21/12, closed on the dot at 12/21/21. And this means for humanity that the lighthouses that were shining brightly around the globe energetically, those people who operated as the lighthouses to help others, to guide them to safe shores by transmuting their energy, have turned off. This opportunity no longer exists, and it will go until the 24th, which is a 3-day window aligned with the ascension of Jesus in your historical anthologies. 3 days is important because it represents the Trinity, which is an important concept in humanity's history. So this is what we wish to share with you that our another was quite amazed at last night as we shared it. There will be 3 days of waiting until your individual pilot light will be lit. It is the time of individual ascension and not group ascension, meaning that you no longer need or feel a need for a savior who is outside of you to save you. The energy of Christ that is attached to the patriarchy effectively died at the beginning of the Mayan calendar. And what we mean by that is we began to thin the veil. We began to open the eyes of many new spiritualists that this was the beginning of the ascensionary period. And you would begin to work on finding that inner light and lighting it, guiding it, tending to it. And this opportunity began at the beginning of the Mayan calendar time frame that we just expressed, and it ended just a few days ago on 12/21/21. The importance here is that in many mythological stories you heard about the 3 days of darkness. And this is, in essence, what this 3 days represents. The bright lights energetically that we saw on your planet have been substantially dimmed because those services of transmuting your pain and suffering no longer exist. But you will now all have your own pilot light lit so that you can transmute your own pain and suffering. And that is what will happen or occur on the 24th. So we wish for you all to close your eyes energetically and to visualize planet Earth with 100 or 1,000 lighthouses that illuminate so brightly that you can see them literally for hundreds of thousands of miles. You would see a network of light traveling across the globe. Now picture that each of those lighthouses is dimmed to a barely discernible hum, if you will, a light that is just barely visible on the horizon from, let's say, 100 feet, a mile, a kilometer. The distance is not nearly as relevant as the fact is that you would need to be very close. So what would this do to the illumination of your planet? What was incredibly bright is now incredibly dark. And yet, on the third day, your individual pilot lights will be lit. Now, what you do with the pilot light, that is up to you. But you will now visualize a globe with millions, and dare we say billions, of individual Bunsen burner lights, which too will illuminate this planet, but in a different way. So just know that you have arrived at that point that so many of your traditional end of time stories spoke of, and it is because it is an end of the old time and a beginning of a new time for you all. So see these 3 days as holy, where you are inspired and designed to go within, to find what is of value within yourself, because you now need to connect to you, the real you, because all of you will be called home soon. And this means that those damaged or traumatized parts of you will reside within you soon, meaning it will be time to do your trauma therapy, to heal those aspects, those wounded, those broken parts of yourselves, because that is what self-love looks like. And that is the time within which you all find yourselves now. It is an interesting journey, and there is much more to this process that we are not privy to share yet, because many of you would change your behavior to the negative and not to the positive if we told you what was coming. And we don't wish to do anything other than to inspire you all to go within and to find and be the most loving aspects of yourselves in order to finally connect to your true essence. That is our desire, our purpose, our journey as we walk alongside with you all, to help you to find that inner light within you, which has been dimmed for so many years, if not completely put out. Trust in the universe's methodology of bringing you all back online, and trust in your own ability to determine what feels good and what doesn't, what feels safe and what doesn't, and why. Your inner compass will align to the true north, once again meaning that your intuitive abilities, your instinctual abilities will teach you once again what feels good and what doesn't. That is really, at the end of the day, the basis that we seek or desire for you all, and anything beyond that would be magnanimous. Magnanimous is going to be the word for the year. Please just remember that. And so it is. Namaste.